Welcome back to the channel, folks. My name is Mark Campbell and we are YTCSC, YouTube's Celtic Supporters Club. Going to spend a few minutes chatting tonight a little bit about some news that's come out regarding the semi-final and a planned boycott from a fan group. And I also want to talk a little bit about Mr. Postecoglou, the situation he's in and the situation Celtic are in. Wonder if the stars are aligning, but we can get into that. If you've not subscribed, I keep saying this, about 80% of our viewers haven't subscribed, so just click the button. Just get it subscribed. It's free. It doesn't cost you anything. You can watch when you want, and you can turn it off when you want. But just click the button and help us get to that 1888. That's the number that we're trying to get to. Thank you for all of our new subscribers recently, and thanks to all the mainstays. Now, I'm going to pop this up again. We're doing a free giveaway. We do one every month, and this is it's a wee canvas poster put up on the wall. It's Billy McNeil, so it's black and white background with a green and white strip. Number 5, McNeil. It's got his signature on it. It's got all of the trophies he won, and some nice pictures in there of him and the Lions and him lifting the European Cup. So all you need to do is just comment that you want to be in the draw. You don't need to put your name. Just comment that you want to be in the draw, and I will use your YouTube handle for you being put in the draw. And we'll do that at the end of the month. And some lucky winner will win this. You can give it to your son, daughter, granddaughter, grandson. I'll put it up on the wall like myself. Do whatever you like with it, but it's something for free. Okay, let's get into the video. Okay, so news today from the Celtic support, the boys Celtic Ultras group. They've confirmed they will boycott next month's League Cup semi-final against Rangers. Now that is after the SPFL announced ticket sanctions for pyro use. It's ongoing, the pyro use. I like CISA. I don't know, I'm kind of caught in the middle. I think it's pretty dangerous sometimes. I would hate to be somebody standing right next to the person with the pyro. I get why it's done. I get why I see why it's done. It brings a lot of colour and stuff to the game. There has to be a safe zone or something for it. There has to be some way to make it happen, because it's something that's not going away. But in a bold move from one of the most vocal groups in Scottish football, basically they've decided that they are boycotting it, and it's already dividing opinions amongst fans. So the background to this story is the SPFL, the disciplinary panel, decided that both Celtic and Rangers, they would lose 500 tickets each for the semi-final at Hampden on November the 2nd. That's punishment that dates back to March 2024, when the league ruled Celtic Rangers and Motherwell brought into this. They had breached the rule H34, and that's because pyros were set off during the League Cup matches. So the boys group, despite not being directly affected by the ticket cut, say they'll stay away from Hampden in solidarity with the fans. Now, they're calling the decision unfair for the 500 tickets, saying it punishes hundreds for the actions of a few, and it does. It absolutely does. But then how do you stop it? How do you stop the use of pyros? Because it's been happening for years. The SFA have been fining Celtic, the UEFA have been fining Celtic, and it just does not stop the people who want to bring the pyros in. I don't know the answer to this question. I was watching a show about 6 months ago, and they were talking about, and that's why I mentioned it, a safe zone for bringing pyros in and using them. And they are, the clubs know about it, but they're brought into a zone where this kind of thing can happen. I don't think it should happen just anywhere in the stand. I don't agree with it. But I think taking 500 tickets off the club is a bit harsh. But how do you stop it? What do you do? Do you ban all fans completely? Fines don't work, as I said, so what is it you do? Now, Just coming back to this then, in their statement, the boys didn't hold back. They called the SPFL policy short-sighted and unsuccessful, saying draconian sanctions offer no long-term solution. The only way forward is positive engagement and open dialogue with supporters. I don't know if they've tried that. I don't know how that would actually help, because they're just going to ask them to stop doing it, and they're not going to stop doing it. It's not going to happen. There has to be a way, potentially. I think they do it in Europe somewhere where the pyros are allowed. There has to be some kind of middle ground, instead of saying you just can't do it, because that is not going to happen. So they argue that the collective punishment, cutting tickets for entire fan bases, only damages trust between supporters and the authorities, and risk turning fans against each other. So the stance is clear. They won't entertain business as usual while fans are being punished. And that's what they believe. They believe it should be dealt with through conversation and not cuts. I don't know. I don't know how that would work. I'm not 100% sure how that would work. But the SPFL also put in place a suspended 800 ticket reduction. So even worse, meaning any new pyro incidents before March 27 could see even more allocations cut. So if we break the rules again, then instead of 500 tickets, we'll lose 800 tickets. So maybe the people who are bringing the pyros in should take a step back and actually think twice about bringing the pyros in, instead of waiting for this thing to happen and then people kicking off. That's my view on it anyway. That's where things could actually get a wee bit tricky though. So one flare, one smoke bomb, the club risk losing hundreds of tickets. As for the Green Brigade, they haven't confirmed if they'll join in the boycott. But if both major Celtic culture groups sit out Hampden, we know what will happen. The atmosphere will feel very, very different. So what do you think? Are the boys right to boycott? Is the SPFL overreacting? And would anyone have a solution to this? Has anyone got any thoughts, any thought process on how either we get people to stop bringing them in, or we can maybe start bringing them in safely? Pop your comments on and let me know what you think. Are you bothered that this group are actually boycotting? Myself, I'm just thinking maybe the atmosphere will be a wee bit different, especially if we lose the Green Brigade as well. But if fans want to boycott, they can boycott. We'll still have fans there, and we'll still, because it's a semi-final or a final, and it's a semi-final against Rangers. There'll be noise anyway. You know, we'll have Celtic fans up for that, which is important. So second thing is, Postecoglou at this minute in time is under heavy pressure in his role at Nottingham Forest. Yet to win a game. And he's been in the job for, I don't know how many games, maybe six or seven. So they're starting to get ants in their pants and they're starting to get twitchy. It wouldn't surprise me if he was to lose his job if things don't take a sharp upturn. Look at what happened to the man across the road with the floppy hair. He's out and they're looking to replace him already. And I'll come on to who their top candidate is in a second. But if Postecoglou was to lose his job, right, Brendan Rodgers, it looks like he's not signing a new contract. It looks like the man has made his mind up and he's not going to sign a contract. Are the stars aligning for us to potentially get the great Mr. Postecoglou back at Celtic? He loses his job. Brendan doesn't sign up. Do you think the Celtic board would move for Postecoglou if that happened? I would love for them to do it. I would love for Celtic to move for the big man if he was to lose his job and Brendan didn't sign another contract. I'm just playing devil's advocate here. I don't know what will happen with Brendan, and I don't know what will happen with Postecoglou. But if it did happen, I would jump at the chance to get him back in. I would jump at the chance. We know that Russell Martin's gone for Rangers, and the man that is leading the charge there is Kevin Muscat. I think he is a good shout for Rangers. If I was a Rangers fan, I would be wanting him in. He's won the league in Australia, he's won the league in Japan, and he's won the league in China. And he learned everything he knows from Ange Postecoglou. So apparently he plays exactly the same type of football as Postecoglou does. So if he comes in to Rangers, don't know if they've got the team to play the style right, but he's done it in 3 separate countries with 3 separate teams, so he must have something about him. Very similar to Big Ange. Big Ange wasn't well known. He'd done it in a few countries, won the league by playing his style. I would rather they went and got this boy, this English boy, than going and bringing in Muscat, because I think he might actually come in and do a job for them. But back to the main question then, if Big Ange was to lose his job and Brendan doesn't sign a new contract, would you have him back at Celtic? Yes or no? Answers on a postcard, please let me know in the comments. Okay, again, just a quick one, a wee video about the boycott and my mind ticking over about what's happening with Ange. I do love Brendan Rodgers, and I think he's a great manager. I think the football's been dire this year. It's been dire for a wee while, and he needs to sort that out pretty quickly. I don't remember going through a period with that with Ange at all. It was all attack, attack, attack. We don't have that 45 passes back and forward or side to side before we get the ball forward. So let me know what you think. Would you have Ange back? I would in a heartbeat. Again, let me know in the comments. Okay, if you've not subscribed and you want to hear more from us, click the button. It's free, it doesn't cost you a penny. And share the video out with people that you think would like it. Okay, we'll catch you on the next one. Hail, hail.